Oh, good. We start. Okay. You can see my screen, I hope. Good. So let's start with the session. 1 second. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll start with the session. Okay. There are not really much questions, so let's start with this. Okay. So is there any question from the previous session or anything? Okay, if it's not there, then let's start with the session. And yeah, so the first question: what's the output of the following code? Def add items xy x plus equal to 1 2 y plus equal to 3 4 l o t5 add items l comma t. Okay. Yeah. So we'll. So first we have to understand that what that is piece of code actually means. We can just run it and see later, but let's understand that what this piece of code means. And this small piece of code actually will give you a very what's a very basic concept of Python, that is something known as mutable versus immutable. Okay. Here this. Okay. Here also the variables. Okay. So now let's understand. So what does def means? So def means I am in Python. Whenever we are defining a function, we say it as define. So def. So def, the function name, add items. So add items xy and then x plus equal to our bracket 1. Now, so there is something called mutable and immutable in Python. And in this case, so okay, first let how our function structure look like. So function is something like you are using in a machine. I don't know if it is very well characterized in the video itself. So function is something that is known as like kind of a machine. So for example, go to the new whiteboard. Just one example is like that is okay. So for example, I have some dirty clothes. Okay. I'm writing with my hand, so the pen is not running. So just please bear with me. Some dirty clothes. I give them as my into my washing machine. Okay. I have a machine here, washing machine. This is the washing machine here. Okay. So this is the controls of the washing machine. And this machine, what it does something inside it. So what is that design is it does washing. Okay. So washing is doing. And in washing, what are the steps? So the first steps will be right in washing. So we'll first they will first add the detergent, then it will say soak the cloth in water, then wash it, then rinse it, and finally spin it. And what I'm getting it out as output, this will be my output. It's a clean clothes, right? Correct. It's a clean clothes. So I'm putting dirty clothes. I'm getting clean clothes inside a machine. Okay. Similarly, in Python, functions are similar things. So For example, I'll just explain a very brief mode that how function works. So if in a def function, say I'll say sum, or sum is a function. So I'll write, okay, def summation. What does this program do? So this program takes input, say x, comma y. So these x and y are my variables inside the function. One second. So summation xy. So what does it gives me? It gives me answer is equal to x plus y. Okay, so answer equal to x plus y. And what I am getting out, so this is the basically the so that's how the function works. Okay, summation x comma y, answer will be x plus y, and I'll return answer. Okay, so so similarly, like our washing machine example, this is washing machine. Please, one second, I'll just join in the mobile also. I'll just join in the mobile so that I can also see your chat. See if it can connect. Okay, it's connecting. Yeah. So just like our washing machine example, whatever we had is, so this is our washing machine, the function, this is summation. This is our dirty clothes, x comma y. Inside that, it's washing, like doing a summation example and returning me the answer. They are clean clothes, right? So this is our clean example. Now, okay, and sorry, I'll say return. What will I return? Return my answer. And yeah. Now, just now let's so how do you call a function? So I say, okay, print. So I'll print it and say print summation. What is my x? Say I'll give 6 and 5. If I run now the code, this piece of code, it's given me 11. Okay. Now from here also, I'll give you one more very important concept in Python that is known as, here I'll write local variable. So you have to understand this concept also very clearly. Local variable and global variable. Okay. What is that? Now, to explain this, I'll tell you something. Okay. So with this example only I can say. I'll say, okay, my answer is something 0. Okay. My answer is 0. Now, instead of this, I'll just say, okay, print me answer. Now, what should be the answer? So if I run this code, uh, what would be the okay? I'll write. Let's see. I'll also write and answer. I'll just write few say x equal to 1, y is equal to 2, and print me answer comma x comma y. Okay. So I'm just printing answer x and y. These three things I'm just printing together, and I'll just give step is equal to uh, slash n. So this black slash n is a Python string which says you that um, which says the new line on the Python. Okay. So now, can you tell me that what will be my output of this code? 0, 1. I see 0, 1. Ethan K 0 answer 0, 1, 2. Okay. Anyone else? Ethan K. Okay. Anyone else wants to say anything? What will be the answer? But I'm changing answer inside, right? I'm changing answer inside. You see here I'm changing the answer. So I'm putting x and y. Or say I'll just not change x and y. I'll just do it like xy. Okay. So in answer I'm changing inside. Is there any answer? So the answer will be 3. So this one will, so it will be 3, 1 and 2. Correct? Someone is saying 3, 1 and 2. Okay. How many people think it's 0, 1, 2, and how many people think that it's 3, 1? Let's see. Let's you people. What is this? Okay. So let's see what the who are saying. Just raise hand and let's see who all are saying that. Okay, so raise hand. Who all are saying that it's 0, 1, 2. Let's see. 0, 1, 2. Only Kirtana is telling. Okay, Kumti is telling. Okay, and who are okay? And 3 people are saying 0, 1, 2, and please raise down your hand. 4 people, I see. You can raise down your hand. Okay. Now who people are saying? Please put down your hand and let's say who all are saying the answer will be 2 plus 1, 3. So 3, 1, 2. Who are saying that 3, 1, 2 should be the answer? Okay. 3, 1, 2. Many people. I see. More 3, 1, 2. Come on. I see. 4, 5. 3, 1, 2. Some people are saying 3, 1, 2. Okay. Now, so here comes the concept of the local variable and global variable. Now, though this answer and this answer, the syntax is exactly same. The syntax is exactly same. This answer, the syntax, the name is exactly same, variable name. This one and this one are not same. Okay, you can put down your hand, everyone. So just understand this concept. This answer and this answer, though they are written as same name, they are not same. Why they are not same? This, so anything outside a function is a global variable. Anything inside a function is a local variable. So this answer exists only inside the function. This answer exists outside the function as well as inside the function. So if I just give a small print statement here, that what is answer at first. Okay, see, though I am, yeah, see, though I am defined it outside the function itself, it doesn't have any, uh, doesn't have answer inside it because it's showing me an error that local variable is defined before assignment. So there is no variable exists inside this function. So this will give me an error because this answer is a global variable. This answer is a local variable. So outside the function, this answer does not exist. Inside the function, if I am not defining it inside the function, it does not exist. Before I am defining answer inside the function, but its identity is not changing outside the function. How I am proving this? So let's debug the code and let's understand this. Okay. So what is the answer here now? 0, 1, 2. Now I'm going inside the function. It will not go inside the function. Sorry. I have to use the other. So this command is tells you to go inside the function. I'm going inside the function. Okay. Yes, I've gone inside the function. Now, what is answer was 0. Now, everything this environment also inside the there is this answer. This answer is now a global variable. Now I'm changing it. See, it becomes 3. But just see, whenever I'm getting out of the function, this answer, it will change back to 0 again. If it is returned, see, it's changed back to 0 again. So inside the function, though the answer is changed, outside the function, it did not change. So that's how the local variable and global variable concept goes. It's very important to remember this concept because it makes sometimes this is a very small thing, but very often it will make your life quite difficult if you don't understand it properly. Okay. Yes. Default. Default. What do you mean by default value? If you're using it before your declines, so yeah, correct. So I'm using it before. I've already declared it here outside the function. But even if I'm trying to declare it inside, I'm printing it. It will show me an error because inside the function is not defined. So this answer is a global variable. This answer is a local variable. If I say, okay, let's change my answer to the summation of this, return my function, return my whatever, return my make the answer a return of the this this summation whatever. So now the answer will change to you can see that the answer will change. See, now that it becomes 3, 1, 2. If I did not give that, what had I done before? If I don't do that, it would give me 0, 1. Okay. There is something known as this is local variable versus global variable. Okay. So this thing, I hope it is is it clear the local variable global variable concept? Because I don't think it was explained properly in the video till now as I've shown. What do you mean by default value? I have not put any default value inside the function. Oh, yeah. I should also while defining the function, I should also explain what is default value. So default value is here. I am not saying x equal to x or y anything. Now, if I say okay, as a default value, please put x equal to 1 and y equal to 2. Even if I am not putting anything here, okay. If I'm just calling the function without putting anything. I'll just remove this. So if I put like this, print. So it will now see print 3. So x there here x equal to 1 or equal to 1 is default value. Default value doesn't when I'm putting x equal to say 6 and y equal to 9, this is not a default value. So if you are defining in the function, when you are defining the variables in the function, that these are default values by using this term x equal to 1 y equal to 2. This means that if I am not giving any input, it will automatically take x equal to 1 y equal to 2. For example, here if I just give x instead of and don't put y, it will take x as 6, y as 9. You can see 6 plus 2 is equal to 8. Okay. If I just put y but not x, it should give me 10. Sorry, yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, there is one more. I'm giving y. So y is my 9. Yeah, y is 9 and this y is 2. Okay, again, one thing. So functions, whenever you are uh, defining a function, if you say that y equals to y, see here this y is getting blue. If I just giving y, if I'm just giving y, okay, this will actually will go as the first variable because in function everything is ordered. So if I don't say that, okay, if I just say x comma, instead of I say x comma y, if I say y comma x, and this will again be clear if I do a division because other x by y is not equal to y by x. If I do a division instead of summation, you will see that 9 by 3. I'll go to, so I'll get 9. So if I say y and x, it should give me x by y. So 3 by 9. Just even if I've changed the order y and x, again, this y is a global variable. This is a local variable. Let's see what it should give me. So this y means here, this x is means this y, because I am telling Python that. So in the order when I defined the function, it was x first, y second, and in the while I'm doing this thing also, x and y will be in the same order. So this will be always considered x and this will be always considered y because I'm defining the function like that. If I do it now, sorry, something unspeeded UF, some bracket was problem. Bracket, oh, sorry. Yeah, so it's giving me 3.0, but it should give me because I am giving x by y. So this x is 9 by 3. So that's why it's best to always say that what is what. For example, if I now say y equal to in the function, my y is equal to this x and my x is equal to this y. Now you can see that it will also give like y by 3. Okay. Now if I say that okay, y is equal to my y and x is equal to x, now it give me 0.666. So functions, as you remember, I'll come. You have a doubt in print. Okay, I'll come to that doubt. Just one second with me. So yeah, in function, so you always remember this function, local variable, order of variable assignment, and default value. Okay, so default values are nothing but if you define if in the function, if you define this as it's a default value of the function. So if you are not giving anything, what the functions should stay. If you don't, so these are often default values are given because to make sure that function doesn't give any error, or if it is a very, what do I say? If it is a very, I mean, simple default value, that's something, that's why the default value is given. Okay. For example, in the range function, I will see the default value of the start is always 0, and the default value of the step is always +1. Okay. Just like that. Default values are, that's why default values are given. Okay. So these three things you should always remember, the default values, okay, in the function. So this is a concept of local variable, global variable, order of variable assignment, default values. Okay. Okay. So, and second thing, so this thing I also wanted to tell you before solving this, how that local and global variable works. Secondly, I also wanted to tell you something known as tuples. So in Python, there are multiple, uh, what do I say, some carriers of values or some stored places. One of them you have known list. Okay, sorry, Bhuvaneshwari, what is your doubt in the print? Can you can unmute and stay. Or you can type, okay. Okay. Um, okay, will you please let me know what is the doubt? I'll go to the next question. So the question. So what is something known as list? Already you have known about list. There is something else known as tuple. So what? So list or tuple overall it's different, same. So there is, so if I want to define a list, I will define that like this in a box bracket 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a list. I'd better I'd go to and show you in the. Better I show you in the console itself. Okay. In tuple we defined this as in with just normal first brackets. Okay. That 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what are the difference between list and tuples? So lists are mutable. What do I mean by mutable? You can change a item of the list as per your want, as you want. Okay. Uh, okay. So if I tell you, so for example, mutable means I want to say that. See, if I want to change the second element, which is the first index element, to instead of it is first, now it is what is the A1 is now 2. If I now want to mutate it to say 100, I can easily do that. See, it's changed. So, yeah. But if I want to do the same thing in tuple, so tuple also you can also do something like this. So see, in tuple also 1, 2, 3, 4. So B second element is 2. But if I want to do tuple also doesn't support item assignment because lists are mutable object. Lists are mutable object. Tuples are immutable objects. Okay. And there are other functionalities also. So you can always go and search in the this one, difference between list and tuple in Python. I search in the gigs and gigs, gigs for gigs. So here you can always see. Here's the main difference between lists and tuples. Okay. So just remember this. And other things like use less memory. This is not very important for you guys. Okay. So, okay. Now, this is another very complex question. This was given in the last year's quiz. I don't know why this was given. This was given in the last year's quiz. I'm not generated the question by myself. Now, I last class, if you remember, I have told you something like one thing, pass by value. Someone has raised their hand. Okay, Bhuvaneshwari, can you tell me what is your raised their hand? Can you tell? Can unmute and say. Hello? Hello, are you here? You can either unmute and say or say in the chat. But doubt you have. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So now here what they are doing. So there are also one plus equal to. So this plus equal to is nothing but I'll just comment it here. So plus equal to is nothing but adding with itself. So it's an operator. For example, x plus equal to 1 is same as x equal to x plus. Okay. So x plus equal to 1, x plus equal to this list means list x plus x equal to x plus this. Okay. So basically adding with itself. You can also write like minus equal to divide equal to similarly. So it will just save doing the operation with itself, with the variable itself. Okay. Now, what I have told, lists are again, since it is a mutable object, and so this is a mutable object, and this is a immutable object. So there is something a concept I told you last time as in general, if you just take that mutable objects are generally passed by values. Immutable objects are generally passed by reference. Don't get bogged by this term or passed by value or passed by memory. Yeah, correct. Passed by memory. What is the difference between plus equal to and append? I'll tell you. Just so plus equal append means so you can always plus a list with a list. Okay. For example, if I say I had a list, right? A. So if I say A plus a list, say 3, 6, 3, 6. Now my A becomes, so this is the answer. 3, 6 is all get append at the line. Okay. If I say in append, or I can say just ladder I say, but if I cannot append plus, I think so. This, if I do, it cannot go. So, but if I do append here, so basically plus will join two lists and make that a single list. Append, if I do now, same thing if I do a dot append 3,6, basically 3,6 will be appended as a single element. So see, now 3,6 is a single element inside, but here 3 and 6 were two different elements. Okay. And even if I do a dot append a tuple like this, it will get appended. See, 3,6 and 3,6. And append also is what is called I'm forgetting that exact technical term. Basically, it will replace the previous list. So if I do just plus, it will not replace the previous list. If I don't do plus equal to, it will not replace the exact list. Okay. So, but in append will replace the list. So it is replaceable. Plus is not replaceable. I hope it's clear. Candidate 101. What is the difference between plus equal to and not plus equal to plus equal to is just your plus equal to you can join only list with list or tuple with tuple or uh, string with string, but you cannot join a list with a string or a list. But if you do append, whatever you put after append will be joined, will be just put at the end of the list as an object. Okay. It's done. Okay. Okay. Now y plus equal to 3, 4. So concatenation creates a list where concatenation both of, yes, you can say that. You can say also like that. Is appends word append adds to the same list, but concatenation creates I would not say a new list, but yes, it doesn't replace. I would not say it creates a new list, but it doesn't replace the old list. And why I'm creating not I'm saying that again will come by pass by value and pass by reference. A value, so someone told pass by memory, it's pass by memory means it's I think pass by reference is also known as pass by memory. I'm not sure of that. It's a very technical term when it's purely computer science thing. So basically when a mute am I correct? Yes. Sorry, I have done it. Sorry. This is sorry, I mistakenly obtained opposite. Immutable objects are passed by values and mutable objects are generally passed by reference. So, well, I am passing by value. I means that. So I told you like this. So this I think I'll copy and explain you in a linear thing so that it will get clear to you. Okay. Has anyone having problem to see the screen? Because I can see clearly in the phone where I have joined with my other account and clearly see this. Cannot see the screen. Please tell me everyone if you cannot see the screen. Okay, you can see this it no? Ethan is saying is I think it's in your mostly your internet issue because I can and I hope this thing is also done. Sorry for that noise. Sometimes okay, it's visible, no? Okay. So basically mutable, so immutable objects are generally kept in a particular uh, memory location and basically it changes. Okay, so I'll not go to the details of the computer science. I also don't know it clear. So what do I mean by mutable objects? I'll tell you by this. If I say that X is a list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 5, and now I say that okay, X is equal to Y. Okay, sorry, my bad. Y is equal to X. Basically, since both of them are, okay, I'll just a little other way. How to see the mutable objects and immutable objects are seen. And here also, so solid string is a immutable object. So if I say that okay, A is equal to show big and B is equal to A, okay, and now I say okay, can understand the difference. Now I say B is equal to say hello, and I say print A. Okay. You will see that print A and so and print B. Okay, print B. We'll see that what the hello and A is equal to still show B, because here I have only changed B but not A. Okay, though I have defined B is equal to A has should not change, right? A should not change, right? In stock. Okay. Okay. There may be internet issue. I'll just reshare the screen. Okay. Is my screen visible now? I have reshared the screen. Okay. Is the screen visible now? If the typing is visible, whatever I've typed, see I'm typing now, it's visible. It's some okay, it's visible, right? I think there was some internet issue. And there is something was uploading here. Anyway, it's not visible. Okay. Not visible. Mostly because I think uh, it's not visible. Okay, if it is now visible, okay, I'll proceed. I think there was that something is internet issue is going on. That's why it's not because of the. It's just because surely because of the internet issue. I think. Sorry for that. Okay, so I'm changing a B, but I'm not changing A. So both of them are not changing. As you can see, I have made. Yeah, it's mostly bandwidth issue should be. Because I'm not connected to my Wi. I am not connected to the Wi-Fi today. I'll be yeah, it's lagging or gets yeah, it will get little bit of stuff. Sorry for that. It's just I think just the lag issue. I think and there's something is uploading also the last year session videos also. So what was I telling? Yeah. So I'll go a little slowly so that lag gets. So A is equal to show big. B is equal. So I'm defining B as equal to A, and now I'm changing B. So when I'm printing B and printing A, only B has changed, but A has not changed. Okay. Now, if I do the same thing here, that okay, y is equal to x. Now y is equals to 99, 100, 121, 200. Okay. Now, if I do the same thing like here, so I've redefined y here, but not redefined x. same thing. What I'm doing here is with a string, I'm doing the same thing where with the uh, list. Now, if I do this, see here the B and A will be first printed, and B and A will be printed, but yeah, and this also is printed. 1 second. Equal to X, changing. It will be the opposite one. And Y, X. Okay, just 1 second. Wrong. I'm redefining Y. Not sorry. So I actually basically this will not work. So if I do X dot sorry Y dot append to something like append function where it's actually I'm replacing it. So Y dot append 6. So what should be the sorry, I'll just confused. If I do something like a replacement thing, okay, Y1003. And now if I print, let's see what happens. This is what I wanted to show. Okay. So I have appended just with the Y, but not with the X. Okay. You can see that. Or if I choose not appending, instead of appending, if I have done this thing also. So Y plus, here I will want to list 003. You can also see will be the same. Oh, sorry. Plus equal to. Okay. See, can I see a difference? So here Y is equal to X, but I am just appending or changing just the Y. Okay, but not the X. But when I'm printing X here, see the X is also changing 10 to 1003. Okay, if I do anything with the list, so if I do Y dot append a list, again both X and Y will change. And if I do sorry, even if I do the same, see this is change. So if you are do any replaceable thing with the function, you can see that both X and Y are changing. Though I am not exclusively changing Y or X, though I'm not exclusively changing X, any change in either X or either Y is changing both of them. This is also known as the pass-by reference. So, though X and Y are two different names, they actually point towards the same memory point or the same point in the memory in the computer. That's why even if I'm changing anything with Y, like appending or deleting or anything, it's similarly affecting the X. Okay. So that's why the mutable, that's why I'm telling the mutable objects are generally passed by reference, the reference point in the memory. Okay. But the immutable objects are generally passed by values. Like instead of that, if I said that, okay, Y is equal to this, so X, but all the elements of X, this will not happen. What this will do, this will basically create a new list of X with all the elements of X. This command will create a new list with all the elements of X, but not the same X. Now, if I do this, see, now this thing is not changing. Even if I do plus equal to, it will not work. This, see, now also it will not change. See, Y is okay. So always remember, whenever you are reassigning a list for a change, you should always do this. Not just reassigning, always reassign with the colon because this will create a separate reference in the memory for the list. That is, it will create a separate list, not the same memory, same list. So this what I was meaning by pass by value or and pass by reference. So immutable objects generally are passed by values. Mutable objects are passed by reference. Now I'll come to our question. So two things I had to explain you so that you don't get so that you can understand this question. Okay. Now let's come to this question. This is a quite very basic concepts, but very subtle, but very basic concepts. And there are people whom I know, and even myself also, I had faced. I did not know about these things. This particular thing, pass by value and pass by reference. So when I tried to change some list, I was seeing that the original list itself is changing, which I did not want to do. It happened with another friend also. So that time I realized. That time I went to the So I went to Stack Exchange and figured out, okay, this is the problem. So whenever you whenever you reassign a list, it doesn't get reassigned just uh, like a like a yeah, like in the B. So what if I say that this will not change. Show big hello. So A plus B, so show big hello. But B A still remains at show big. I'm do the same apparent operation. Okay. Or I say plus, even if I say plus equal to hello, see, show big hello, this, but it does not change the show big, the A itself. But here it will get changed. If I don't give this, it will get changed, right? But if I give, do you understand the point? My point? Is it clear? This pass by reference and pass by value concept. Okay. So always whenever you're reassigning a list in a different name and you want to do separate things in the list, always use the colon, box bracket colon to generate a separate reference in the memory. So again, these are very basic, subtle concepts which could be sometimes very difficult to figure out why your code is not giving proper thing. Okay. Now I'll come to our question. So def add items. So I am doing list concatenating list X list, and I'm concatenating a tuple with the with another tuple basically. Now again you have to remember that lists are mutable. So again I will here say that lists are mutable and tuples immutable. Now, since I'm adding the items, so L is equal to 0. So basically this will go L plus X, correct? So X plus L or L plus X, sorry. So now when I'm really running the function, sorry, if I'm running the function, you can see that. So now this X is basically what? L. This X is basically L, as you can see L. This X is basically now is this L. So X is passed by this particular value. Now this is a list, so it's passed by reference. Now if I'm changing X also, see the L will also change. So X plus 1, 2. See, X changed as well as L also changed because it's passed by reference. But tuple, it's an immutable object. So if I'm concatenating here, it's passed by value. It's an immutable object, it's passed by values. If I do this, see that, okay, I'll just expand this. Okay. See, y is now 5. So y plus 3, 4. Inside the function, it will get changed 5, 3, 4. But when I'm getting out of the function, again, see, it will change to 5. T changed to 5. See, L changed to 0, 1, 2. T changed to 5. Yes, after I'm used to mutable. Not only that, see, This X, I am not returning anything. No, this is not about local variable. This partly about local variable. This partly about mutable, immutable, as well as local variable, uh, global variable. This Y is a local variable. Eh, This X is also local variable. Y is also local variable. But and I am returning to global variable. This is a global variable. This is also global variable. But I am only printing two global variables, C, L, and T. I'm not printing the local variables. And I'm not returning the local variables also. Correct. So L, though being a local variable, L, though being a local variable, just remember, L, though being a global variable, since its point is getting changed by the reference inside the function, it's even in the global level of it's changing because it's a mutable object. Okay. The tuple is just like a string or a int. It's immutable. So I am just changing here inside the function. So it's a local variable. I'm not returning it. So this stays as a global variable. And since these are immutable, they are passed by values. They are passed by values. So their value outside the function is not changing. Since this the list is passed by reference, the value inside the function is changing as well as the outside the function is changing. But since this is passed by that is passed by reference, since this is passed by value, the tuples passed by value, their value is changing inside the function but not outside the function. So the correct answer will be 2. Okay. This is the correct answer. It's very this is a, something that not very intuitive, something that is not very intuitive. I agree. For basically for a beginner, is not very intuitive. So just try to just go and have a look about local variable, global variable, as well as the mutable, immutable, and the these things, the pass by value, pass by reference. I hope you will get we understand. I've tried to understand as much simple as you. I have not gone any of the computer science details because I myself don't know, to be frank. So just remember the mutable objects are passed by reference, immutable objects are passed by values. This small thing, if you just remember, I hope we can get the answer of this. And this is since it's a list, it's passed by reference. If you, even if I am changing it inside the function, the reference point itself is changing. So in the memory, so the outside of it is changing. Since this is passed by a value, the reference point is different. So in the memory, so this is changing, but this is not changing. Is it clear? Okay. Is it clear to you or you have any question on this? Please let me know if you have any questions. I hope it's clear. If you have any questions, please tell it to me. Okay. Okay. Now I'll come to the uh, other questions. Okay. Whichever. So just one question I wanted to ask. So in this year's assignment, you don't have any programming assignment, right? You just have quiz, multiple choice options, right? You just tell me. Or do you have any assignments, quiz like programming assignments as such? You have to write a program and submit it like a program. You have like that? Only quiz this thing, right? Yeah. So last time there was quiz as well as assignment, and one more course whatever I was in T also in Professor Madhavan Mukund's course. There was also both quiz and most of the at the beginning there was only quiz. At the in the like after second week, so it was a 8 week course. So after second week, we had uh, both quiz and or assignment, or sometimes only assignment, no quiz. Yeah, but it's good that you people are joining in this TA session because here we'll actually solve some small coding assignments. Let's see what's. Take a input n as an integer. Write a program to display a right angle triangle with n rows and n columns. If I give input is equal to 5, I'll get a triangle like this, which has 5 rows. So 1, 2, 3, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there are 5 columns. Okay. So basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns, and it's a triangle. So after each one, the column will increase. So it's how do you do that? Any idea what? I'm not asking for the code, but what function we'll use here for this one? First, you will use input. So basically, number is equal to input one. Say is the number integer basically positive integer rather positive integer. So what all function you need to use? So for loop, yes, and for I in the range of, I have to use range of so I'll say range of num, or will it work? Name for I in I plus star. Will the I plus star will work? I'm not I'll just check once. I plus star will work or I into star will work? Hmm? I plus star, yeah, I plus star will actually also work correctly. Yeah, I'll just see, but I plus star will not work, I think. I'll just see once. For example, 4 a star will work. I don't think so. Let me just think. It should not work. Yeah. So plus always plus only concatenates with same type of thing. 4 is an integer. See, unsupported operand type. So your operands only cannot operand int plus string. So it will go into I into star. Basically, what I have to do is for I in range of num, but it should not be num, right? So the if I give 1, I should get first 1. I in range of only 6. No input. So so num plus 1 basically. Should I keep it only 6? Or I should give 1 from 1 to 6, right? For 5, I'm 1 to 6. So basically 1 to num plus 1. I should give an int here, otherwise I'll get an error. But int here for I in range of 1, I should print to me I into the star. So basically, if you are doing into with a string, if we basically multiply the string. For example, if I say a into 5, sorry, not a into 5, a is a string and into 5, basically give me 5 a's. If I say that a 5, it will not work, okay? Because it's a TB float, again, unsupported operand. Only the into works, okay? Just remember, only into will work here. Again, if I see, okay, only the into will work. So I into star means it will just multiply the string. If I if I say a list, like instead of a this thing, if I say list, the computer language is different. It will give me 55555. Basically multiply all the elements of 5. If I say 5 comma 8, 58585858 like that. Okay. Just remember this. So I into star. Okay. I have to just print this correct. While this sorry, for I in range. So if I now just run it, input a positive integers, I say 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Is it clear that how this is working? So I'm just uh, multiplying the stars with I, how many ever I's I need. And uh, there is another way to do it. So instead of this, if you don't want to do this I into star, so you can also do like this for I, sorry, for j in range of 1 comma I. I have also not done it, so I'm not sure if it will work. I've written this like that only. For j, let me think. So if it is 1, so 1 to 2 means basically 1. If it is, yeah, basically same I'm doing. Print start, and I'll say okay. The separator is none. So I'm not giving any separator. The beauty for the net is it should also work. It's not working. Because I just don't want to use that into option. So what should I do? So if I want to print, well, they're just trying to do it in a other way. If you think you can also do in the is still a positive integer. I'll take 3. Now I is 1. So, oh, sorry. I have done a mistake here. G. There is something problem is happening. There is a G, not defined, undefined. There's something else problem is happening. I don't know why it's selling undefined name J. So I think it's because some other error. It's not the error. This for J in range of, oh no, it is correct. I plus 1. Yeah, I'm correct only. It should be I plus 1. So that when I is equal to there is some error has happened. So I have to restart the comments. The error has happened because I have stopped the code in between. Yeah. So I'm doing this here. So I have already shown you the other way. So that was the easiest way. If I just say G, so I is equal to 1. So J should be 1 to uh, 1, right? 1 to 2. So basically it will print first star. First star is printed. Now we'll go out of the loop. Now J becomes I becomes 2. Correct. So this I becomes 2, 1, 2, 3. So now J is 1. 1. It should print first star. Yeah. And the second, okay, it's printing on the okay, it's printing on the next line basically. I wanted to print it on the same line, right? 1, 2, yeah, 2 star would be that time. So print it on the same line. Okay, not separate. Sorry. We end, not separate. Now I think sure. It doesn't. Oh, it will be very complicated if I want to do like this. So other the last one was much easier, I think. Much more complicated. Very complicated. Yeah, this was the best of this, like easiest way to do it. Three, it's very complicated to do it the other way. You have to do run multiple loops and basically append as a list and print the elements of the list. Very complicated otherwise. So I'll not go into that. Better not to go into that. Yeah, you have to basically do lots of things to do that. Yeah. So let's go to the next question. This is again a very famous question in all of the programming assignments. Mm, Yeah. So clear this up. We have again made some uh, I've again made some it's called blocks here basically, not blocks is here. And so we'll write a code for basically Fibonacci series. So Fibonacci series is a was named by famous mathematician Fibonacci. Basically, what it says that the Fibonacci series of 0 is basically 0. Fibonacci series of 1 is equal to next number 1. After that, the Fibonacci of 2 is basically the number of the previous one plus the previous one. So the sum of the basically the next number in the sequence will be sum of the previous two numbers. That the each number is equal to the sum of the preceding two numbers. Okay. So Fibonacci number of 2 should be 1 plus 0, 1. Fibonacci number of 2, Fibonacci number of 0, 1, 2, 3. 3 will be 1 plus 1, 2. 4 will be 2 plus 1, 3, something like that. Okay. Should go like this. If I just write it something like this, 0, right? If I write fib 0 is equal to 0, similarly, if I start from 0, of course, the index start from 0. If 1 is 1, for example, if 2 is 1, 1 plus 1 plus 0, 1. If 4 is basically, sorry, if 3 is basically 1 plus 1, 2, like that. So if 4 will be 2 plus 1, 3, something like, and dot, okay, something like that. So you have to write a code for that. So here is also an example here is given. So if I input 7, there are 7 terms. So there will be, if we input a 7, there will be total 7 terms. And the first two terms will always 0 and 1. Third term is sum of first two terms, and fourth term is the sum of second and third term, and so on. Okay. So let's see. Now I'll say that, okay, I'll define a function first. So def in, and I say that okay. Now, how do I do this? This is basically pure indexing, the pure play of index. Okay. Now, how do I do this? So seven. So here the if first we have to give some conditions. So if n equals to, so I'll just give first two options. If so, Fibonacci number of less than 0 doesn't exist. So if n less than 0, n less than 0, I'll get out of the function. Return, I'll print that no invalid, I'll print invalid input, and I'll get out of the function. So I'm returning that. If n is equals to 0, or if n equals to 0, what I'll return? I'll return n, right? If n equals to 0, there is nothing. So I return 0 rather. I not return n, I return 0. Correct? But here there is no function will go. Return 0. So return will take you out of the function. It will not proceed after that. Elif. Elif in first equals to 1. If n equals to 1, what I'll return? I'll basically return a list of 0, 1. Thus first two numbers is always n1 is equal to p1 is 0 and 1. Actually p1, yeah. So actually I should write this a list like p0 is 0, p1 is 0, 1, p2 is 0, 1, 1. So I hope you guys understand. So basically this is the last number here. Okay. Anything else? Okay. And yeah, now I have to write the Fibonacci numbers. Okay. What is the Fibonacci number series will tell me that if you think about the indexing, if I am saying, okay, for I, actually, I don't need to do this. This won't be needed, basically. I will tell you. I say that, okay, if 0 is 0, else you think for I in, not sure again how this will work, but I'm just writing in front of you so that you can also understand how a code is actually written. To understand that pip2, pip1 is equal to 1. What is 1? 1 means 1 plus 0. Correct? So the ith element plus I minus 1th element. If I go here, pip2. So if I go by range, it would be 0 plus the preceding two numbers. Correct. So what is the preceding one? I'm initiating the list with oh sorry, I should write a initiator here. So 0 So I write, so I should write initiator here. Else, I'm writing an initiator. So uh, answer, I have to initiate a list, correct? Answer, and I initiate with 0. Okay. So if the range is equal to 1, so if the Fibonacci number is 1, the n should be 0 plus 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. If it is 2, then 0, 0 plus 1, 1, 1 plus 1, 2. So range of from 0 to n plus 1. Because if Fibonacci number of 1, I should run the range from 0 and 1. Fibonacci number 2, I should run 0, 1, 2. If it's Fibonacci number 5, I should run 0, 1, 2, 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Range of 1. I'll append to the answer. Answer dot. Either I can append or I can release. Answer dot append. For each time I'll append what I'll append. I'll append the sum of answers. I'll sum with the ith element. Yeah, sorry, I should initiate the result 0, 1. I bet. Actually, I should initiate the, yeah. So the append the ith element plus I minus 1th element. Now think that if I start from 0 element, it will have some issue because if I start from 0, the 0th element is this particular minus 1th element will give me some error, right? So yeah. So instead of that, actually doing this is better. If so I'll initiate the list much earlier. Actually, it's better to initiate the list much earlier. I have to initiate a list because 0, 1. Okay, because these are my initiator list. If n equals to 1, what will I return? Sorry, the syntax is wrong here. Else if n equals to 1, I have to return. This is my for the 0, 1, right? Return will be answer. I have to don't do anything else. Except that, so sorry, I have to initiate it from 1 to n, so 7th till the 7th number, right? So already first 2 number is there. Answer dot append previous 2 elements. What is the previous 2 elements? Answers. So this is now the indexing element. So I minus 1 plus answers I minus 2 element, preceding 2 elements. What are the preceding? So the first 2 terms over there and the third term, from the third term of this the sum of first 2 terms. So first 2 terms means the index 0 and index 1. So if it is a third term, means the range will go till the n. So it's which is I am going for 0. So if it's the first one, I should say that okay. If it is 2, then actually sorry, my fault. This will should be 2 to n because I'm from 1 because if it's n is equal to 1, I'm telling that return. So from 2 to n. So the third element, the second index term will be plus of the 0th term and first term. So the first term is 2 minus. So if I just consider 2 now, that 2 is 2 minus 1, 1, which is the second term. and 2 minus 2 0, which is the first term. Okay, then it will go till n. So third, if I go from third 3 will be like first term, first it will go to 2, then 3, like that. Okay, so, and that's it. Okay, now so then at the end, what will return? Return the answer. Let's see, it works. So fib of 3, fib of 3 should be 0 1 1, right? Sorry, fib of 3 means 3 Fibonacci number will a list of 3 Fibonacci number will be printed, right? So basically, actually, this is little wrong because 0 1 2. So basically, 3 means the input is 7. If I just remove this, actually, it's confusing people. So if I am giving 7, it's printing 7 Fibonacci numbers. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, correct? If I'm giving 7, it will be printing 7 Fibonacci numbers. So here, let's see if it is printing. If I'm giving 3, it should print 3 Fibonacci numbers. Let's see. Sorry, I have not printed it. 3 Fibonacci number 0 1 1. If I'm printing, want to print the 10 Fibonacci numbers, should be 1. See the length of this. Whatever, this is 10. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So here I'm just to play with indexing. What I'm playing, if my second Fibonacci number means my Fibonacci, the summation of the, sorry, the second 2, here 2 means index 2. So index 2 means third, right? So in the third Fibonacci number is basically Fibonacci, the summation of the first Fibonacci number plus second Fibonacci number. If the index is 3 now, then it will append that zeroth Fibonacci number, first Fibonacci number, second Fibonacci number, fourth Fibonacci number, sorry, second Fibonacci number. I'm telling you about 3. So it should append the zeroth Fibonacci number, first Fibonacci number. 3 means index, like first 3. So 0th, 1th, and 2nd. 4, 0th, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, like that. Okay. So index 4 basically. Okay. So like that. This one. Yeah. You can also, there are other alternatives also. For example, this is one of the alternatives. Another is you can do something like what I have seen people doing is do a recursive function. It's not able to remember that thing. Basically, you can also do this thing recursively in a separate function, basically. Instead of in a for loop, you can do it in a recursive function also. Like this part, you can put in another function instead of for loop and do this. Okay. If you just search Fibonacci code for Python, you will see lots of results in the doublets. Okay, there are many other ways you can do this. Is the one of the way to do it. So if I'm giving Fibonacci 2, it should be like that. There are people who don't like to put this. So what they do is they go from 1 to n minus 1, like that. So you can do. Okay, so this is one of the way you can do the Fibonacci numbers series, make the Fibonacci series. Okay. So like that. Okay. And yeah, so this is the, what is the 10th Fibonacci number is 34. And since the output was like this, so I should actually write like answer is equal to fib of 10. So answer is a list. And the output is like that for I in answer. I should not give I, it will be confusing. For J in answer, print J. So it should be like do it see it like this. So the output was in this format, so I just printed it like this. So 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5. So 1 plus 0, 1, 2 plus 1, 3, 5 plus 3, 8, 13 plus 8, 21, and 34. And if we have given 0, sorry. What happened? Anyway, you leave it. Because of this IJ, it is. Oh, acha, okay. Yeah, answer is equal to basically I should return this like a list. Otherwise, it will give me error. Okay, its fib of 0 is 0. And giving fib of 1, it's terminating here. 0, 1. Some seem like that. Okay. Okay. This is another code. So this is the last question. The same as the first question, or like second question. This one is the same as that. Take B and height, take base B and height H as an input. Write a program to print a parallelogram. If I give input 8 and 4, it should print like a 8 cross 4 parallelogram. It's very easy. Whatever we have done, basically instead of star into I have to give star into H. Like that. So that's right. H is equal what was B? Okay, first I have to give B. So B is equal to int of input, not giving this, and int of input, I give height and okay, height. So basically I have to iterate this many times because right, I have to iterate the start this many times, the whatever the height. So I'll say that okay, for I in range, what should be the range? So what should be the range? 1, comma 1, comma H plus 1, right? 1, comma H plus 1. Plus 1 or H plus 1? What I have to iterate through height, right? Yes, H plus 1. H plus 1. Just give a print. What I will print? Each time now I have to print the same number of stars, correct? Which is the number that is the width. Width will be basically the base into B. Base will be say by 5 and height will be 6. It will give me 5 base plus 6 height star. Is it clear? Yeah. H plus 1 or H plus 1? Yeah, 1 H plus 1, correct. Star into B. Yeah. Done. So yeah, so these were the basically the sorry week 3 assignments. Okay. I'll go to some of the quizzes also. I'll just discuss with you. This was one of the quizzes as I have discussed, and this was from the previous week. This all I have discussed. Let's discuss with the week 3's quiz if anything is there. Because week 3's quiz also there are some things that I need to do. So I think I can discuss with you. Okay. So which was the method to item in specific list? Push, write, insert, all of the above. So should be insert, right? If I insert, so for example, how do I do? So if I have a list, so A is equal to say 1, comma 2, 3, like that. If I say A dot insert, yes, position and value. So you have to go say I'm position on the in the first position, like in the one index, actually position one index. Yeah. And what will be the value? I say 4, a 4 will be, 1, 4, 2, 3. In the first index, it will insert. Okay. Which method returns the number of occurrence of an element in the list? Number of total count length. Which one should is correct? Count, yes. And then in this list, if I say count a dot count 4, so 2 times have it has been. Okay. Next is, what is the function random randint? In Python generates integer between both 1 to 100, 1 and 100 both inclusive, random integer between 1 to 100 both exclusive, only 100 inclusive, randint, right? So randint, not randrange. Randint should include both. It will be the correct answer. A. A, correct. No, no, Vishnu. That is randrange. Randint will include both 1 and 100. So I'll just show you. Import random. Okay. Random not rand int. If I just say 1, comma 4, and if I the 4 is included, okay, 4 is included, 3, 1 is also included, so both inclusive, correct? Will be both inclusive. Correct answer will be A. Ethan is correct. R, the method open file1.txt R plus. Will open the file in read only mode, write only mode, read and write, none of the above. Which one? R plus. So if I just search file opening mode, I'll show you file opening mode using Python. I generally prefer gigs per gigs with some. What are the different modes? Read only R, read and write R plus, write only W, W plus, append and read A plus. Read and write. Yes, the correct option is read and write. Yeah. Okay. Consider a list L. Okay, this fine. Consider list L 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5. It's basically Fibonacci list. What is the output of the statement 3 to 6? So 3 third index mean 0, 1, 2, 3, and 6 mean till 5. So 3, 4, 5. So 2, 3, 5. Correct. 2, 3, 5. This one I will not tell today, because for this I have to explain something else, like the bitwise operations, which has not been taught in the class. It's one. So this one I'll tell you in the next class most probably. Okay. This is something that is not used much. Bitwise operation. This is for bitwise operation. This code. Okay. So what will be the out of this code. Okay, this I'll tell you in the next class, the bitwise operations. Tell and get or get nor get whatever is there. Okay, is the consultancy A? Yeah, 235 A. Define. Okay, fine. Define foo L. A is equal to L of 0. Foo is this. For I in L, if I is greater than A is equal to I. Basically, what is it's doing? Basically, it's finding the biggest number in the file. So if I is not the smallest number, sorry, smallest number in the file it is finding. So what is doing is defining a function foo, telling that L0. So it's initiating A with the first element, that is this one. Then for I in L, so iterating over the list. If I is less than A is getting I is A the that number is getting replaced in the A. So if A is less than I is less than A, right? I is less than A. I is less than A. So if first is 2, so then 2 is not less than A, 2 is equal to A, so it will not be replaced. If it is 3, 2 is not 3 is not less than first element, 2, no. 5, no. 1, yes. So there it will be. So the return will be, and 7, 6 both are greater than 1. So the smallest element is 1. So it should give me the 1. If you type numeric 1, okay. The typing wala options. False true, false print bar. I see. So let's see. Def bar string left is equal to 0, right is equal to len of string minus 1. Okay, fine. Right is equal to len of string minus 1. That means the len of string minus 1. Okay. While left less than right. Okay, I've scrolled down. You can see here. Not see that this code. Yeah, this one. This is the correct answer. So basically this code is a finding to find the palindromic sequence. Basically, getting is while left less than right, string left is not equal to string right, return false, and left plus 1, right minus 1, return true. What it's saying? Okay, so it's saying that okay, uh, it's basically saying, so what are the palindromes? If you divide the uh, if you divide the uh, names, it will be if you read it from the left and read from the right, both should be same. So for example, if you read like Malayalam, see from here if you write Malayalam, and when even here if you read it Malayalam, both are saying Malayalam, but not what the Telugu is. Here if you like Telugu, but it will be Ugulet. It is not the similar. Okay, it's not a parent. What this code basically is saying you that uh, left is equal to 0, right is equal to minus right is the lane of string minus 1. So basically last element. Now so each time if the first element and last element matches, so if it's a if it is a left element and right element is matching, that means it is a palindrome, right? So this value, so far this value and this value should be same, this value and this value should be same till when the left is greater than. Once the left crosses this one, so this becomes uh, less, so left is becoming more than the right, it should stop. So this is a palindrome. So if a palindrome, why do I say that m and this m in same? Then if I'm index the next element and the right from the next element, this index and this index is same. So this element and this element is same. Similarly, this and this element is same, this element is same, but this also will be same, correct? After this, like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. After 4, what will happen? Left will be 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. The L will be right will be 4. So left greater the left will be not less than right. So that's how this works. Okay. Please turn off your mic. Please turn off your mic. Okay. Now turn off your mic. Whoever is turned off. Bhuvaneshwari. So Bhuvaneshwari's hand is there. Your mic is also on. Can you please tell me? You are raised your hand or some print statement. Can you tell what is the question? You did not tell me the question. Hello, Bhuvaneshwari.
சார் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் லெசன் பிரிண்ட் மட்டும் புரியல சார். ஃபர்ஸ்ட்ல சொன்னீங்க அப்ப கேட்டிருந்தேன் சார்.
Sorry, I could not understand your. Please speak in English. Please speak in English.
Sir.
Can you type it in? Sorry, I cannot hear. Can you type it here?
Okay, sir. I type.
I type in the. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. I'm. Can you mute yourself? Okay. Thank you. Explain what the output of the given code if it is execute. Some is a function which let's see what so I think takes some time. Should go. I'll first go to the smaller one. So take some time. Big code. I don't want to explain you like this. Count is equal to 0 for I in range 10. For j in range 10, count is equal to plus equal to I into j print count. Okay. So I in range of 5, 10. So I in range of 10 for I in range of 5. Okay. So that means 5 into 10 times this code will run. Correct. So when the I is equal to basically 0, j would be I is equal to 0. The j will be 5 into 0. Sorry, 0 into 0, 1. Then all the things will be 0. Something like that. So if I just do it, if I run it, it'll be better if I run it. Should not throw me an error, right? So let's see. Let's run for I in range of 10. It should give me 500, but those two number. Oh, sorry. For j in range of what was 5. Correct. J in range of 5. But it's just count, right? Count plus equal to basically it's multiplying I and j and then print. So at the end, please print the count. No, sorry, I've not defined count. Two, 0, yeah. 450 will be the answer, because so for at 0, it will be 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. When it is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. Basically 1 into 5. So 5 plus, then 1 will be 2, 5 into 10. So 10 plus 5, 15. So like that. Okay. So basically total 50 times the code will run, and the 50 times the code is yeah, well, the 5 into 10, 50 times the code will run. Right? Sometime is, yeah. Okay. Today it is already 8:57. So if it is easier, then I'll do it today. Otherwise, I can. It takes time.
Hello, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I have a
Yeah.
confusion. There was a random question in which,
Yeah.
so I just checked, and what I remember, it was it was okay because the high limit is exclusive. I just checked on
No,
my
no, no.
Jupyter
Rand
notebook.
range. I think rand range. The high limit is excluded. So
No,
go
no.
for
So
rand range.
can you check what I
Yeah.
have pasted on chat? Like I just
Are you
checked on
sure?
Jupyter notebook, and I found this only. So the return random integers from low inclusive to high exclusive.
Doctrine rand in low, high none. Low is from low inclusive. No, because it's not. It's not because I've shown wherever I don't know. See, internal from the inclusive range. Yeah, rand inverse. So if I just go from something like for example, it should be in gigs. Should be there. Either it gigs. Okay, yeah. For example, it's this one is also good. Change start step stop. Yeah. And so for example, if I do yes for rand B plus. So like I've shown you, right? If I go, you go for rand. Yeah, rand int if I go,
Yeah.
I think the whatever you have given, it's I think something wrong. See,
On
it's
can you take
one is give.
can you take
So
one
yeah,
comma two? So if I am
see,
taking 1, 2, it always chooses one only.
okay, let's see. Yeah, it chose two. It is randomly. Yeah, it chose two. See,
Mm,
again it chose two.
yeah, it
It
chose.
chose one. It chose one. If I give rand range, it will always give choose one. See, yeah, it will always give me one.
Yeah, okay, let me see. Yeah, thanks.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
Yeah, okay. So let's stop here for the day. It's already around 2 hours, and nothing else. Okay, so the last question, this was remaining. Let's see what is this. So def function list one, len of list one is greater than 2. K is equal to list one's 0. I don't want to do this a big code, it seems. If I is equal to j, j is equal to I, list one will remove j, return list one. Okay, so basically what it's saying, if the len of list is greater than 2, k is equal to list 1 0. Okay, for I in list 1, if k less than I, that means it's finding the smallest element of the list 1. List 1 dot remove k. Okay, so it's basically removing the each time it's removing the smallest element. Okay, good. It's remove the smallest element. It's removing the smallest element k less than I. Yeah. If k less than I, remove it. Okay. Then j is equal to list one 0. If j greater than I, it's okay. So it's basically removing the largest element. Okay. And because j greater than I, j is equal to I. So it's basically removing the largest element. See, there is just removing the largest element, here is removing the smallest element. So what is the largest element here? 1, 4, 3, 6, 5, 3, 7, 8, 9. So 9 will be removed. What is the smallest element here? It is 1. So basically the list should remove the if I run this function. So what will I get list from list? What will I get the list to? So list 2 will be basically 4, 3, 6, 5, 3, 7, 8, 4. Okay. So it will sum will be 4 plus 3 plus 4 is 7 plus 6 13 plus 5 18 18 3 21 28 36 40. Correct. And what is the length of the list? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So 40 by 8 should be give me 40 by 8 or 40 by 40 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. It's giving me so list will be -2. This one will be remaining also 8. Length of list will be 8. The sum 4 plus 3 7 7 13 13 plus 18 21. 21 plus 7 is 28. 28 plus 8 is 36. 36 plus 4 40. So 40 by length of list. Oh, length of here, length of list 2 will be. Yeah, length of list will be 40. So answer should be 5, right? Let's run this program. We lot with the length should be 5, right? It's 4.5. Why? 1 is getting removed and 9 is getting removed, correct? 1 is getting removed, 9 is getting removed. So 4 plus 3 7, 7 3 7 6 13 and 18 18 3 21 28 36 plus 40 should be, it should be 5, right? Am I correct? Basically you are removing the smallest element and the largest element from the list 1, whatever is function giving it there. So the list 2 will be basically if I am putting this function in my list. So okay. This one is I have not observed this one. While the len of list is greater than 2, so it will go till here. If it will not remove, will it remove greater than 2? So this will be less than 2, right? If 9, so 9 will not be removed. Actually 8 will be removed because while the len of list is greater than 2, so 9 is the second last element. See, the loop will stop at 8, correct? So 8 will be removed rather than 9. So 4 3 7 6 13 13 5 18 18 3 21. 21 plus 7 is 28. 20 plus 8 30. Sorry, 20 8 20 plus 9 37 plus 41. So 41 by 8. So 41 by 8 will be yes. 41 by 8 or 2 elements will be there. Anyway, I'll select that do it in the next class just because we are missing the thing. Or I have to. It's okay. So I'll write the code. Let's write it. I don't know. This is well, I have to see and write. So let's see if I can do this. Yeah. Okay. Let's write this. Write and run this. Then we can see. So def function list 1 while len of list 1 is greater than 2. List 1 is greater than 2. K is equal to first element of the list. So list 1's 0th element. And for I in list 1, I in list 1, if K less than I, A equals to I. Basically, I'm replacing with the smallest element. But it is doing. Okay. There is one more catch here that I did not. So actually, basically 7 will be removed instead of 8. So now list 1 dot remove K. Okay. There was the, then J is equal to list 1's 0. Again, I'm considering, but now I'm considering only a list that is 9. 9, the length of list is 9. Okay. So now if I'll just for understanding, print, then okay. For I in list 1, if I J greater than I, J equals to I. So then I'm removing again list 1 dot remove J. It's a trick question. Then I'll get out of the while loop and return list 1. To my list 2, so list 2 equal to equivalency functions. What am the list? 1, 4, 3, 6, 5, 3, 7, 8, 9, 4. Correct? So I'm printing the sum of list 2 by len of. Okay. Good. Yeah, video will be uploaded on the website. If you see in the live session in the, I'll show you. Okay. So now if I do it, let's understand this. Let's print the this one. Okay. Print then of so now just debug it and understand the code. Let's understand this. So while len of list greater than 2, when I'm first doing it, K is equal to what? Where is my K? Changing everything. So K is equal to now 1. Okay. So the first element of the list, which is 1. Now each time I'm doing this, it will be changed. Till when it will change? Till the length of list 1 is less greater than 2. Till when it will go? It will not go anytime, right? So if I just push it to here. So now the list element number of elements in the list is 10. Now I'm removing. So what is the length of the element now? 9 it's written. Okay. Now again I'm continuing J. Now why till so len of list is greater than 2. So till when it will be going? Till the 1, 2, 3, up to here, right? So it will go up to 7. So what is the highest element of this? This is 7. So 7 will be actually so sorry, this will the highest element will be if k is less than I, then if k is less than I, so if k is less than I, that means k is less than I is okay. Yeah, sorry. This I'm finding the largest element basically because if k is less than I, if k is less than that, k is changing. This is the smallest element. So highest element was 9. So till the length of list is greater than 2. So 9 was at the where is the list? So 9 was here. So here. Okay. So it ran till the list length is greater than 2. So it should run till here. Okay. Let's see what happens. Then if I run it again, it will remove the smallest element, which is this 1 basically. 1 will be dropped. So now length of list is equal to 8. So 4, 3, 6. So 4 plus 3, 7, 7, 6, 13 plus 18, 21, 28 plus 36, 4. Okay, I'm correct only. I was correct only for the first image. Okay, this is the first time the length of list is happening. Oh, I see. Now it will again decrease. So if I just go at the end of the list, so again the list number will be changed because now the list size is 8. Again it will change. So till the list size is 1. So it will basically cut off, chop off, chop off, chop off till the list becomes only 2. So 5 plus 4, 9. So 2 plus 9 is 4.5. 4.5 it returned. Okay. So basically it's running the while loop in the list and remove each time removing. So it's the running the list and each time it's removing the highest and the lowest element. Each time it's removing the highest and the lowest element till the list length become just 2. In that 2, what will be the each basically first time. So first time it will remove 1 and 9. Then second time it should remove 3 and 8. Then next time it should remove 4 and 7. Then next time it should remove 3 and 4, right? 3 and no 3 and 3 and 6. Sorry, 3 and 6. Then the last time it should remove. So there, so it will be 1 4. Yeah, 1 4 and something like 2 3 1 3. So 3 will be 1 3 1 4 1 5 and something like that it will be. So you can go and have a run this code for multiple times. You will see. Okay. So basically, it's just iteration, nothing else. Just iterating over the loop. So yeah. So session of today's session is over now. So recording will be available. Recording is available here. So if you go to this year's sessions, we go here to the this year's page. Yeah, this year's. Yeah, this is this year's. So you can see the problem. No, it's not. It's the previous years. Sorry, this is the previous years actually. This is this year's actually. This year's, yeah, this year if you see problem solving session recording, if you go here, You can get here access to a list to Excel sheet like this. You can go and check here on the YouTube. Yeah, this one is show. My name is Shobhik. So mine is here, and you will get all the code in the GitHub link. Okay. So yeah, so thank you very much for joining. We'll stop here for the day. We'll meet in the next week with some new coding slides. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.